used here and have a lot of attachments for, I think can be done better. So I'm going to price out trading in the Harper, trading in that tractor, and getting a skid loader with tracks and a bucket, a mower, and a snow blower. Because a skid loader we can have very versatile, but a skid loader will go out there and mow everything at the lagoon at the same time. Then you can use it 10 times better for doing your rock work and your tractor stuff. And then the snow blower is going to be 10 times more powerful than what's on that. And right now they have some pretty good deals on them, even with 0% financing. And I don't think we've even used the backhoe. He knew what everything was because we had purchased it from him, and we had purchased that. I think pre-COVID, everything is like twice as expensive now. So I'm just going to get a number and see where it is, and then I'll bring that to people. But yeah, actually doing that sooner than later. I'm getting you a track machine skid loader and getting rid of all the other stuff that's driving the struggle bus for you.
Yeah, I agree that Harper's been nothing but problems since I've been around.
Well, they want like $2,000 just for 2 tires for it. So
I think that's a good idea.
We'll see what the numbers are. We also got a budget to meet, so right now we're doing good on it.
Trade-in values too on these two things
Right.
would help with the system.
That's right.
Okay, very good. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you.
You know, what's on your fire agenda?
I don't have much, I'd like to thank everybody, the fire department members, for helping, clean up the truck on E5 that we usually bought from Nickel Gibbet. There has the fire department. Stickers are all off of it now, and we're ready to order stickers, and we get bids on tires for it. And it's well, yeah.
What's coming up? Stickers are coming up what?
But, it was Marinette's sticker, Marinette's fire department, Nickel Gibbet.
Did you get new ones made for White
Not
Line?
yet,
Do you have a specific person to go through?
We've been going through, what's that place in Ontonagon there?
Oh, graphic.
It's on graphics.
So you're gonna order new stickers.
Yeah, I didn't get bids on tires for it.
Bid on tires. And new stickers. For the
Engine fire.
engine. Sure.
That's it.
Good.
Thanks, Ian.
Hey, zoning Mac.
Caught up on all of the inspections for the new applications. I have 2 I still need to sign off on, but you can sign off on. We needed to add a little more information. And then the 2 Wright brothers need to go to the zoning board of review. Other than that, I think we're up to date.
Why is that not in here? We go in the right order? Okay, yeah, that's all gonna be built tonight, then we can set a meeting and get them happy.
And Andy, was that the one you said? What was the first one you were talking about? I'm sorry.
I have 2 apps, one from Dennis Olson and one, and I'm scrambling for her name. Actually, I have it right here. The lady out on 64 that wants to put the garage up. I haven't signed off on those yet because they were both short information.
Oh, that's right.
And then as soon as I sign off on them, I'll give them the mic that the inspections have been done. They're fine, I just need to get all the information on their app. And then the 2 Wright brothers that we're gonna talk about, I guess, later. And Andy Stein, I wrote the letter that I wrote on Monday, and we'll see where it goes from here. I did have a talk with Eagle yesterday about some of the issues that are out there.
Yeah, that dude's in trouble.
There's a lot of issues out there. I mean,
So
I don't see that thing opening anytime soon.
Is that the gas station?
Yeah.
I have a question about that too. When American Aim put their above ground tank in, they let us know, they gave us the permits, that way we can go look and see pre-plan in case it was ever an emergency down there. I just found out about that place about 2 weeks ago that they're putting in the gas station. I don't even know how they're gonna have it up, but
The exterior walls are up, the tanks are set, there's no pumps, the piping's in to the pumps. He's been working with the state on the fuel, but he's got permit issues and Now he's got eagle issues,
Yeah,
so
he's done some very foolish things there for trying to make that bottom.
I don't see it happening. I'll keep you in the loop though.
Yes, please.
No problem. Yep, I'll keep you in the loop.
Okay,
That's it.
all right. Assessors, rip and tear.
Oh, what's the
Doesn't really
state?
have much. My biggest reason for coming tonight was to deliver your 2025 assessment roll. It's open to the public. First part of it is by name, and then there's the parcel number. The second biggest portion of the book then is their individual assessment roll, their legal descriptions, their assessed value, and taxable value, if anybody were to need that information. And I urge you, any assessing questions, any legal description questions, acreage, I left some more business calls. I can best explain why their values went up. But, I've got the people right there. You used to have BSA in the office there. And then when it crashed, I don't know if everybody installed it then. It would be exactly as you're looking at my deeds. So, busy. Got all the deeds from the equalization late last week. Busy processing deeds and sales and lots of unpackings and general questions. We're getting hard on the field work right now, so hopefully can we get copies of those zoning applications, and we know that there's some new construction going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I can't get them from the state. They just won't give them up.
We'll just make another copy and then they're approved.
Sure, we'd appreciate that. We know we can zero right in. We just came from the place that we were talking about. And check on that construction.
Well, do you have a box here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Maybe make a copy when there's new ones and throw them in our box.
Amber?
I can make
Amber.
emails.
That'd be my.
Or do you want an email? Save tree.
Yeah, because she doesn't. They live in Tortola. I don't know. They live out there, so they don't get up this way very often. So probably
So do you want an email?
email.
Email would be good, or mail. And we're gonna go out and do some more inspections on our way back, but I've been real busy. Terry did the research on the abandonment of Spruce Street. He went up to the county, went up to the courthouse, I think we gave you all the information. We just went look at that place too.
There's a lot of relevant things going on there. You brought that to our attention. We've been updating through the neighborhood. I've never been down that stub, Spruce Street. That had been sitting off the rolls for almost 30 years, that garage. Because when the garage is on now.
The garage is on, the land was.
Oh, the land. So we put that on, but that just stresses the importance of everybody's eyes are important when you see new construction. It's only fair that we go and update it and make sure that it gets put on the roll. That's our job. So,
Are you talking about that hot mess right here? On
Yeah, the
camera?
92.
Street.
All right.
Okay, I want
You
to
fix
talk
that?
about, yeah, I want to talk about that, the importance of your eyes seeing that and bringing it to our attention brought us to the update of that building. Finally. So if anybody ever sees anything that's going on, we don't get building permits. Now we might get some zoning permits.
Get some zoning permits.
Get the hints, but a lot of people don't even go through that trouble. They just put up a garage and then try and say, well, I didn't know. And then years later, we find out about it, or we have to come upon it in an update of our 20% review. So that's Spruce Street. So if you see something, don't be afraid or feel like you're stealing or anything. It's just fair that we all pay taxes, and they should too. Just let us know. We'll always have our cards here. We answer the phone all the time.
They do. Even when I call.
About that Spruce Street stuff, it got abandoned in 1992. The county road commission says that they automatically give half the property owners on both sides of the abandonments. Apparently, that garage was built in '92, so the Barbado must have been the one who bought out the old church properties half. He didn't buy it out; he just got it all at once.
His dad or stepdad in '92 asked to build a garage. This is what I've heard, and supposedly we abandoned the road for him. or there was no documentation because they were gonna pay us $5 to abandon the road. We as a township and board said, no, we weren't interested in abandoning the road because we're working on the master plan, we could.
Well, then I went and looked at it. It was so incorrect on my
Yeah.
map. I mean, they basically had the garage on the mapping sitting on it, but if you look at on your phone or any map that we had, the actual road is on the church property. It had
Right.
nothing to do with where the garage was. So something was very incorrect there, and I was just like, this is above what we're doing. I'm not keep your $5. I said something needs to be corrected before anything is said to you.
I talked to Ryan of the road commission, he said that they did own the property, and they abandoned it.
Okay.
And he said that he wasn't familiar about where the deeds went to, all he knows is that they abandoned it, and it usually goes one half to each adjacent landlord.
That's what it says on the thing you sent me from Ontonagon. Because that's what made it confusing when I spoke with Luann. It was like, so who does it go to? Because it says properties. It didn't say specifically, and there was no parcel numbers, there was no lot numbers, there were no addresses, there was nothing. It just said properties. I was like, well, that's great.
Lot 346 now, that's its number.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
So that's finally on the tax roll.
Good.
What else? Oh, I was gonna
So
mention-
some of that goes to the church?
No, it's all
Yes.
his.
Okay.
About the assessment change notices and values on there, the taxable, the assessed value. I sent you that little email about where these values on my assessment change notice come. I wrote that story because it is the most often asked questions of us as landlords. And we asked about that because people ask me about where's my assessment value come from and how come it goes up differently than my taxable value. That's what that story discusses and tries to bring light on those questions. And if you have anybody else know about that, I will read that over and give us a call. Make them a copy.
Yes,
Make sure
I
you
have-
on my business card, because you guys won't have time.
We'll take care of that.
My wheels are spinning. I'm just the 2 days that I'm here, the amount of things that are coming in. And I appreciate the fact that, I don't even have the open sign on and people come in. But it's a lot when we're so new and trying to learn even our own roles to take them on, so like zoning and assessing and everything else.
That's enough to us.
Yes,
That's
I'm
our
gonna
job.
get good at that.
That's all I have.
Thank you, if you
Offer.
don't mind, we'd like to get out and do more field work on our way.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks,
Good to
everybody.
see you
Very
both.
nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Next up is Green Park, Bonanza Falls.
Bye,
Looks like
Terry.
the new sign is going to be installed at Bonanza Falls soon.
You can answer that one.
It's done. It needs one more final coat. And then the maintenance guys are gonna clear a spot. Weeds.
Yeah, we sprayed some green paint with an arrow in an area that would look really good. It would be on the south side of the road. And your headwind would be on the left end. It's a nice open area, you can see it really good from both sides on the highway, coming from the lake or coming from my line.
The opposite side where it is.
Yeah, that's right. We can clear that up. There is a little ridge that goes down and it comes back up in the flat line. We can clear that all up.
We discussed about the fact of keeping it set back just a little bit because of plowing purposes. We didn't want anything to break or whatever.
Okay, good deal.
Let me know when it's up so I can go out and take a picture of it.
Oh, you don't know. There'll be all kinds of pictures.
Dan, do you have anything to say about Green Park?
No, it's been used quite a bit this year. It's been really busy. We've been pulling a lot of garbage out of there. People haven't been doing anything, which is good.
Can we answer a couple questions about Green Park?
Sure.
Pay Ontonagon, we leased that from Ontonagon, correct? Okay. What benefit do we get out of having it?
That's a good question. That's why I'm gonna
So what-
call and ask.
Why are we paying for that?
Yeah,
Why don't we just let them keep it up there?
Because they were going to shut it down.
they were gonna shut it down. So
They were
we
gonna
leased
shut it
for
down.
like
Okay, so
$1.
the answer is, which is a good answer, is that somewhere along the line, we deemed it a positive thing to lease it and keep it open.
Yeah.
Now, if they're leasing it to us for $1, I think I agree with that. I mean,
I thought somebody
I think
years
it is
ago
$1, ain't it?
I think so.
I
left
think it
it.
is $1.
Is it?
Not in
That's what they
county.
do for us, for the snowmobile club.
It's
It's
$1.
$1 to have that lot
Yeah,
behind.
he probably knows more than I do about it. Yeah.
Okay. So it's basically ours, but it's theirs.
No, we have a lease. It wasn't given.
It's $1. I'm pretty sure it's $1.
Okay. And then- Okay. So it just costs us maintenance and upkeep.
Yeah, the bathrooms are a little spendy.
But I would like to know, is there tax breaks with the government or state that we get funding for parks, that they're keeping that money and we're still keeping up on it? Is there such thing as that?
I don't know.
There's some
If
things
nothing-
I'm thinking about. So just got through my first audit, and there's always something coming onto my desk and into my head of what I want to do and look at. So
If nothing else,
That
I
was
guarantee there's
wonderful.
grants available, right? So there might not be just money, but I would almost bet you there's grants.
right, because we have those bathrooms. So we bought our own porta potties, and it cost us more to.
Yeah, that was the dumb thing. We were supposed to change it out, and we did. Go ahead, sorry.
Well, what would you do with them? We can take them out.
So padlock in the corner. So they charge us more to service our toilets. So where if we rented their toilet, and then they service their toilet that we rent, it's cheaper.
Less money.
I
Yeah.
thought we talked about that. I don't think we ever did anything. Yeah, it was like $300 a month to take care of ours, and it was like $200 a month to
No,
take care of theirs.
150.
Or
Maybe that's
$150
your
to take
next
care of
sealed
theirs.
bid.
We should lock the bathrooms up and.
That was pretty.
potties.
Yeah, we should have.
Well,
figured
there
it out.
are bathrooms there, but they were so run down that they just decided to barricade them instead of fixing them. So there are showers or something there. There's this
Yeah.
brick.
There's a little building off in the woods there
Yeah.
that they instead use for storage
Yeah.
instead of, fixing it back up and making it a usable
Right, so
shower or
$300.
changing room. And I think it's a bulk toilet then too.
I've never
Just
been in
like,
I mean,
I think it's pretty close to what is similar to what's at Union Bay or Union
Right.
River right there. I think it's a similar kind of vault
Yeah.
The
system
shower
there.
and stuff?
Didn't they used to have a coin box or a donation box, something there?
There is still. It's still there.
But they used to get quite a bit of money.
So
on that.
changing room and a bathroom, but no shower.
Yeah, we collect that about every week. I couldn't tell you how much it is, but we collect it about once a week when it goes and gets the boxes at On Falls and,
Yeah, there's donations at both parks.
I remember the big one at Fall.
There's a couple boxes at Bomb Falls now.
I mean, it's not
We don't
going to
do
get up
Fall.
to pay for everything.
No.
Or,
It's
I mean,
helpful.
We do Bonanza.
Bonanza, my bad. I'm thinking of all the places I visited this
I'd
week.
like to grow that place. I'd like to double the size of the parking lot at Bonanza Falls.
there was 2 motorhomes there the other day.
Well, we're supposed to put a sign up that says don't go past here, but I mean, I've seen that place before backed all the way up the road. That place, I think, could be bigger. And there again, it's what do we, how do we do it? I mean, sure. Be nice to see what we could do. I mean, make it so the road would be passable 2 directions. And I mean, I think that if we were to spend any money anywhere on any park at this point in time, I think it should be that one.
If you're gonna build up a parking lot, I would say
Yeah.
build it up by the road, because otherwise you're cutting down apple trees and stuff as you go into the park.
Yeah, but if you would maintain the trees that's there, you'd make it fit. I don't think you would need to take any more trees down.
No, it's pretty.
Maintain what's there. It's a wide road. It's just crappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, the edges are bad.
I think what we've done down there is reorder it and make, so if you have an RV, when you RV, you can go down there and turn around and go. Because there's no sign that says how far the road is, how far the river is. And I know this when I see it.
Yeah, we need to do that
We
with
got
that sign.
complaints at the parties about that. Okay?
Yes,
Because they go down there and there's cars in there, and then they gotta try to back up really up because they can't turn around. And even though there's a couple apple trees, very few apples. Make that bigger down there so that you have parking, mark off, and then the turnaround for the RV, so you can go down there and come back out. And widen that road a little bit, something safe. If you have one and the other one's the other way, who's gonna back up?
You're getting a little big. If you want to store all the cars and have an RV
I
turnaround,
know that, but the size of them.
that's a lot.
I'd say no RVs. Just
No RVs past a
They can
certain
park
point.
them, park them on the shoulder,
But have a sign there.
but they have, right, it has to have a sign. And then widen out the
And
parking
have you
lot.
sawed through the signs out there and seen if there's anything like that?
I didn't see no RVs or anything like that.
Have you been through all the cabinets and everything at this
Yeah.
point now? Because we've been finding signs and street signs and park signs and stuff still as we go through boxes.
That'll be something we have to order. No RVs past this point.
Right, we need to maybe get 2 of them and put them up. And stop it kind of right at that wide point. But I still think we should try to get some love, or if there's grants available for parks, I think that would be the number uno on the list too. Expand that.
We should get,
Once everything's divided, let's get.
Oh, hell yeah, I've seen them backed up all the way, on a weekend.
I mean, it ain't doing it. We should have a no camping sign down there over the weekend, or on Monday, or they go there on Monday. People are dumping their Blackwater from their camper and all that crap on the ground.
Really?
We just ordered some. I just ordered 2 no campfires and 2.
Like dumping their gray water at Bonanza Falls?
They go down there, the toilet paper's probably still in the grass.
There's worthless people like that.
Huh.
I've been behind them dumping it up 64, you know. I've been behind vehicles that are dumping them as they're driving down the road, so it happens.
We need to get some signage going. All right, we'll
I
look into
ordered
that.
some.
Okay.
But speaking of parks, so Dan has been looking over our lake property. And
The-
you're putting up signs over there with,
No camping, no liquor, no
What's that one?
it's a secret.
Carp Lake Township actually owns
They don't want
some
anybody to know.
beachfront property on Lake Superior
Yeah.
in Silver City.
Is it the one that they took the sign down to? Across from the Porky's Outpost?
Was there a sign there?
That, yeah, they took it down last year when I talked to Homer and them, and I asked them about it. They said, well, we're going to take the sign down, and we didn't want to sit there and maintain the garbage can, so they took the garbage can out of there. They took the sign down, and now it's just kind of a secret little hole there that if you know about it, you can go to. But after I said something last year, they mentioned that it was such an inconvenience for them to go change the garbage can or clean the garbage can and maintain the garbage can that they went and took down the sign that said Carp Lake Beach.
Really?
I guarantee you, I know it happened because there was a sign there last year.
We were
And it's
driving by going to Green Park.
No,
We checked on
Silver
it.
City.
It's Silver City, right across from Porky's Outpost. I asked them all about it last year.
If you leave
And
here,
shortly
you're going to
after
Green
I
Park,
said
you're-
something about it,
No, up
they
there.
weren't sure who owned it because it's actually a road right away. And they went and took the sign down, took the garbage can out, and you know, you might be able to find the sign somewhere in the shed or something, but it was there. It was there. It said Carp Lake Beach. Or Carp Lake Township Beach or something. It said something in that sense. But there was a little white sign about this big by this big that was right
So
there.
overgrown, you can't see what's on
That's
there.
where the cabin's up. It's like,
That's what we have.
No, there was actually a little sign there at one point in time when I first moved up here.
'Cause I don't know why you don't sell it. What's
That's
the point of
it.
having it?
That's why I was like always going there and stuff because and there's a lot of people that do go there, but it's no longer go. You know, it's not trimmed anymore, or, you know. And without that little sign, people don't really know to even go, that it's accessible, except the people that have been there before. Because there was a sign last year until they took it down and took their trash can and said we ain't going to do it anymore.
I know.
Accessible.
Yes, it's actually it's like the.
Legally accessible.
It's legally accessible to the public. It's actually a road right of way. It comes right off the other spur of the other street. It's a road right of way. But I think the road commission at one time let Carp Lake label it as their beach. And it actually had a white sign there that said Carp Lake Beach. And it's just a small little thing. And they had, at one time, they had CWT or whatever, gray trash cans sitting there, you know, that was barely maintained. And they said they were getting too many calls and complaints about not emptying the trash can, and it was too big of an inconvenience. Next thing I know, the sign is gone and the garbage can's
I'll
gone.
do some digging, see if we can find that. I mean, at the same time, is that something that we want to do that with?
I don't know. I checked on that place today. We did some brushing in there, just as far as being getting scratched up going in there. I think.
Well, we have a lot better stuff now. I mean, even right now versus last year, I'm running over 300 hours less than what we have on payroll than they did with one person last year.
So like in the Green Park and Bonanza, we got garbage cans. They're full, they're overtopping sometimes. There's no garbage can at that beach that he was talking about, but there's no wrappers or anything on the ground either. People are taking the garbage.
When there was a garbage can, it was getting used, but now, like I said, there's no longer a sign, so less people are maybe using it. I like to go there because I find a lot of eucalypts on that beach. Leave my rocks alone, but that's where I love to go in the morning. So
It's for you.
I went my beach. So, we ordered signs for there because Dan said he has been going there and there has been fires. People are doing fires on the beach, but they're not cleaning up after themselves. So now after that, being the fire chief was there, he said, "Bosh, let's just put a sign up that says no fires. If you're not gonna clean up."
I think there too, it's like if you get a kid that comes along, they run up fast or something, and stepping on the hot coals.
It's illegal to on fire on the beach.
On private property and public property, but DNR property. Well, I mean, what kind of liability would that be if, like for insurance purposes, that townships and some guys.
That's your own risk, isn't it?
I don't know. I didn't know the thing existed until.
yeah, I think if you label it as you swim at your own risk, or you know,
Same thing with the Bonanza Falls. There's a sign there that says swim at your own risk.
Right. I mean, that's an actual park. I don't think this is a park.
at one time it was a public beach, but like I said, that
It
sign's
is a
gone.
nice beach. It's a nice beach park.
It's just a nice little beach access right there, and you can't fit many vehicles there, so it can be quieter than going down to Union Bay where it's lined up with cars all the time.
But,
I guess right now we just keep it quiet, and then maybe
Yes.
if we want to expand there, and or like I said, I think a guy should sell that, and I could get a chunk of money for it and save the expense.
I don't know if it's considered the road commissions, as it's adjacent to the other half of the road, and it's shown as a section of road on the map or on
As far as I know, our
GIS.
name's on
It is on there.
it. Park Lake Township.
and I have stuff on there that James Bucknell was
See, now
working
that's what what's his Rocky was telling me, is that actually there was a couple sections of beach that were gifted to the township, and he was telling me about that at that last planning commission open house. He said that beach and something else by Scott Superior was supposedly given to the township at one time as a community beach. But that's what Rocky had told me, and he's been around here for a long time, and that's just kind of what he had told me from when he lived in Silver City as a child.
And we're still finding stuff too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So we want to do a motion to investigate a bunch of park signage?
No.
No?
I already ordered them.
We have a few signs coming just to kind of do some things there, but I mean, I feel we leave that alone for right now. We gotta,
No RVs, you want those signs.
I'll have to buy those, yeah.
No oversized vehicle.
No oversized, no RV, no.
And when you have to declare what's oversized,
Right.
I think, well, I don't know. Sometimes common sense doesn't really kick in, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
you know.
There is
I
one.
never heard of it.
Sign on top.
That's another day and another story. But yes,
You would do what you wanna do, you're just covering your own behind.
yes, exactly. They get stuck out there, then they're liable for damage to our property and so on and so forth.
all right, let's keep chipping away here. Next up's the library. Next board meeting's on the 24th, and she's not here. If somebody else wants to talk about books. Okay.
It's just the same, pretty much the same. Government funding and funding.
Planning commission report?
Everything is cut down.
Yeah, they had a special meeting in August, and public was invited, if they had any concerns or anything with the master plan, and tell us any comments or something that can improve the town or what the ideas were. And pretty much, when they sent out the surveys, everybody is pretty much the same stuff was kind of covered in that. We'd like to see make the community better or? You know, if they-